Hey guys, Vihan Ravi Shankar here with another video. So today what I'm going to teach you is my first tutorial ever, by the way, is a little switch that I learned, and you can use it during poker, although you shouldn't. And it's mainly for demonstration purposes and all kinds of other stuff. So I'm going to be using the Madison Revolvers. These ones by Dario Madison are an incredible deck, and I hope you like them. So let's get into it. Okay, so now to the tutorial. So for this, I'm going to be using the Madison Revolvers by Daniel Madison, obviously. Okay, so I'm first going to show you both the moves in forward view, and then we're going to move to the back view so you can understand the dynamic better. Okay, so first I'm going to break it down. So for this you need two cards. Okay, so one's going to be on the table, and then what's going to happen is you're going to come and switch it for the other. Okay, that's the whole demographic. Any other card is in your hand. Anyway. So here's what the grip looks like. So before we get into that, the way it works, I'm just gonna come in, pick it up, switch the cards, and it's a different card, right? So here's what the grip looks like. So what you're doing is you're gonna hold it between your fingers like this, and you're gonna hold it just inside like that. So you're gonna hold it by the edge, close to the edge, leave about, I don't know, half a finger gap, and you're just gonna hold it like that. And keep your hand down. It looks kind of unnatural right now, but once it becomes fluidic enough, it'll look normal, especially if you keep your other hand just like this. Okay? And the other card's going to be on the table. So you might want to just practice this motion like a bunch of times, because that's the motion you're going to be using. Okay? So to reveal the card. So before we come to this, the motion without the card just looks like this. And you're coming and you're turning the card over. So you're in that grip and you're just turning the card over. Alright? So now to the card, what's going to happen is you're going to come, and I'm going to show you this slowly. You're going to go underneath the card and you're going to clip the card with your thumb. Okay, so now you see the contact points, my thumb, and it's connecting somewhere my palm. So whatever feels comfortable, you might want to get it in a thicker grip like this, so you're bending the card, or a looser grip so you're not really destroying the card. It's up to you, however you grip it. But the point is that when you grip it, as soon as you grip it, you're going to move your hand out. So it has to look like I'm just picking it up. So that's what it's supposed to look like. So just like that. Except you're going to be doing it with two cards. So clip and push. So from a more exposed angle, we're going to go to the behind the back view right about now. Okay, so now a more exposed view. So I'm going to hold the card just between my fingers like this. Okay. And what's going to happen is I'm going to reach for the card underneath just like this, clip it and turn it over. But kind of quickly, so it would look a bit like this. And that's it. And you can even drop the card here and then just, I don't know, come down and let the card fall. But I wouldn't recommend that. So what you're going to do is, because it makes a little noise. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hold it and clip palm. Okay, just like this. And you're going to reach in and you're going to turn it over. Now this is good if you have like one or two players. But, two or three players, because then one would be here, one would be here. But you don't want anybody to be on this side, because then they can see everything that's happening. So, unless they're like not paying attention, you can quickly do the move without them noticing. So it's just this and this. Now initially the problem you're going to find is that after you get the card underneath, the card is moving with the other card, you're not able to clip it. Alright? So, clipping it is really important. Make sure you clip it right, because if you clip it wrong, it could just fall and your entire scam would go and you'd be caught and thrown out or put in jail. Anyway, so what's going to happen is you're going to clip it, you're going to in palm. So for all of you who don't know, this is called a Tenkai palm, and the move is generally just this, and you're supposed to clip it like that. So what's going to happen is you're going to hold it in the clip and you're just going to pick it up, clip, and so what you want to do is you want to clip it just like that and release. And don't worry about people noticing the card from this side, because based on the angle, I guarantee that's not going to happen. So just take it, pick it up, tap. That's the entire move. Okay? So now we're going to go to the second thing I did, but I didn't really turn the card over at all. Okay? Right about now. More than face up, this looks really, really good face down. So, for example, if I had the card and clip palm here, the second move is where I don't really flip the card over or anything. It's just in your hand, like my hand, it looks pretty normal. It's just on the table like this, but in fact there's a card just clipped into palm there. Alright, so But more than face up, this looks really good face down. So for example, if I have this clipped face down somewhere, and this is turned over, it looks really good because you can just switch them. I mean, that was my hand kind of slipped there, but I'll show you that again. So it's just that's it. And it doesn't even look any different. You could, for example, you could use it to just bring the cards towards you. So, and it looks like you just brought the card towards you, but in fact you turn it over. Oh, by the way, you can do all of these with 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards, but I wouldn't recommend doing it with any more than that. So if you're playing a game like 7 cards stud, don't do it. Alright? So here's what the move looks like, really smoothly, face up. That's it. Alright? So to the demographic, it's almost the same. So except you're going to start in this sort of palm position. So you're going to contact your thumb and you're going to contact the card here. And so you can kind of bend it. You're going to keep a tight grip. And you're going to keep your palm slightly open. So from this angle, it doesn't look like anything's happening. It just looks natural. But in fact, your hand is like this, right? You can even bend it a little bit if you want. Just sort of spread your fingers. Whatever looks natural to you, whatever seems comfortable. As long as your hand is comfortable, it'll look natural. So now what you're going to do is, as you move to swipe the card, you're going to enter that clip grip and release this. Okay, so as you're moving, you're going to enter that clip grip, release it. Okay, so what's happening is I'm moving, I'm clipping, I'm going under, and then I'm cutting it. Okay, but instead of flipping it over, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna leave it there. So just gonna move back. Okay, and you can use it to, I don't know, push, bring the cards towards you, or you can use it to. So if you bring it towards you, you can do that, or you can use it to push the cards, I don't know, forward. I don't know. That wouldn't really work. So here's what's gonna happen. Okay, one last time, you're gonna hold it in the tenkai sort of grip, like that. So you want to keep it like somewhere between your ring finger and your pinky finger, and you're going to hold it like this. And you're going to clip, release. And that's it. And your hand's going to go back to the exact same position. So it's really there, but it doesn't look like anything. Okay? So now we're going to move to the over the shoulder view, which is going to be a little bit easier for you to see. Okay, so from this view, it's going to be a little easier for you to see. So whereas in the previous move, you're gripping it and flipping it, difference is here what's going to happen is you're going to grip it and just release it. That's it. As in, you probably want to cover this one up better. So what you would do is you would, let's say the card's over here, you would grip it and then just act like you're pulling it towards you. So I get, like, from this perspective it looks really conspicuous, but it's really well covered. So what's going to happen is you're just going to grip it and you're going to bring it towards you, whatever, and then leave it. Okay. So one more time, you're going to enter the grip, you're going to start in this position, right, in just like tenkai, you're going to hold it like that, okay, then you're going to move, as you're moving towards it, so let's say the card's over here, as you're moving towards it, you're going to change your grip, release your thumb, pick up the card, okay, bring it towards you, release, and then go back to your original position. So you probably want to keep both hands like this. Oh, and same rule applies. Don't have anybody sitting on that side because the angle is going to look ridiculous. Okay, so same concept. The card's over there. You're gonna start. You're gonna move forward. You're gonna let it go underneath, swipe, and then you're just gonna release it. So you don't have to release it like this. You can also release it like this. From this angle, it looks exactly the same, and it's equally well covered up. Okay, I mean, so now I'm just gonna show you with like what it looks like with, I don't know, 2 cards. So I'm probably gonna have to pick a random card for the jack and another ace. Alright, cool. So you're probably gonna wanna, let's say you've been dealt these 2 cards, jack and 4, pretty crap cards. But you're holding the 2 aces in tenkai, so you're gonna square these 2 up together. You're gonna take those and just release it. Okay, so face down, it would look really good. So if you had this, you would probably have to have the palm and face down. Okay, take these 2, turn them over. I don't know. Yeah, and then it looks really good face down because now the jack has been changed into 2 aces. And you can do this with 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards. It's kind of difficult to do with 4 cards and 5 cards, but otherwise it's a really good trick to do. Okay, so just practice this a bunch of times. Just get really fluidic with it before you perform it anyway. And obviously don't use it in a real poker game. This is just for demonstration purposes. So you will swipe that and it's just demonstration purposes. Cheating and gambling is wrong and you should never actually ever do it.